Greetings to all my fellow watch enthusiasts on YouTube and Facebook, and wherever else this video is being seen and shared. Celine Driver once again coming to you with video number 3 of my State of the Collection for the end of 2020. These videos are being made in November. Probably you'll see them in November, depending on scheduling. Anyway, this is video number 3. These watches are, well, the unusual watch. Most of them are unusual watches in my collection. Obviously, these over here are not terribly unusual, but this is the grouping that I call my unusual watches. Great watches, to be sure, nothing really crazy wrong with them or anything. They just, they look different. They act different than standard watch. So let's just get into it, shall we? Oh, by the way, before I start, all these watches have been reviewed on this channel individually. So if you see a watch that would you like to know more, to quote a famous movie phrase, just search it out on my channel's archive, and you'll find a detailed video of that watch, all the stats, all the particulars, really going over the watch in good detail for you. This is just going to be kind of a glossing over, if you will. So starting over here and moving this way, we will start with the adult fidget spinner. No, it's not called that. You can see it's called the Perlette. This is a very unusual watch in that this is called the Turbine. And if you give it a shake, you can see that the watch face spins quite a lot, actually. Has nothing to do with the winding or anything. It just looks really good. And that's why they call it the Turbine. Anyway, this is obviously a very good sized watch. Swiss made watch. Very unusual piece, to be sure, but when you break it down, it's a very simple 3-hander. Rubber strap, which is a cuttable rubber strap. I actually I really inherited this watch from my father. He just wasn't wearing it. And my father is still alive as I make this video. He is still alive. He's not dead, and I hope he isn't dead for a good long time. But he didn't wear the watch anymore. It was basically in a drawer, forgotten. So I took it over. I had to buy a new strap because obviously the rubber strap that came with it was cut for his wrist, which is smaller than mine. The butterfly clasp actually is the only butterfly clasp I've ever encountered that I actually like. Got a new strap, sized it up, cut it, installed it up. Wasn't terribly hard to do. And I love the way the crown goes flush when it's pushed in. Wears very nicely. It's a very nice sporty style watch, and you just can't beat that. You can't beat that adult fidget spinner. Very unusual watch. I have my Grand Seiko. This is a Grand Seiko Snowflake. Yes, I did put it on a leather collar strap because I really was having issues with the factory titanium bracelet. It was a non-micro adjust bracelet. It did have 2 half links, which even when I was playing with those didn't work out real well for me on my wrist. The pin and collar setup, I absolutely despise pin and collar bracelets. I believe the inventor of the pin and collar bracelet was a sadist who hated mankind as a whole, and he should be punished, but that's just me. Otherwise, I mean, this is a beautiful spring drive watch. It's a fantastic grab and go watch. I think I don't think I've, other than changing it from daylight savings time to standard time and back again, I don't think I ever set this watch. I literally don't, except for the twice a year where I have to change it, spring forward, fall back kind of thing. It's just a wonderfully accurate watch. It's beautifully polished titanium watch. I mean, to experience a grand Seiko in the metal is just, it's a wonderful experience. It's a beautiful watch. Very happy to have that one in my collection. Another very unusual watch is this GOS. I used to know what GOS stood for, but I don't at the moment. If you can pull up the original video and see that. This one is a lovely three-hander dress style watch with, I love the Damascus touch in the watch, both on the rotor here and on the watch face. Damascus is a metal forging technique. I don't know if this is true Damascus or not, but that dial is just so captivating and unusual in a way it plays with the light. And the hands are unusual. It's a simple three-hander. It's a little thick to be a dress watch, but it is definitely a good business style / semi-dressy watch. It's on its original strap and buckle. That's the GOS logo. It's a beautiful, beautiful watch. Get great wear out of that one. Next watch on the table is my problem child. This is my Sarpaniva. And Sarpaniva makes some of the most beautiful and some of the most unusual watches on the market. I mean, look at that. It's a moon phase watch. It's a two-hander, no second hand, moon phase. And it's very accurate. If it's running, it's very accurate. And the moon just rotates around, and you can see the custom rotor on the back as a duplicate of the moon phase engraved in the rotor, which actually spans the whole watch. The reason I call this watch my problem child is this watch has had to be repaired 3 times since I've owned it. It had to go back to Finland each time to be repaired because the movement is so customized that nobody will work on it except Sarpaniva. And Sarpaniva is named for the company owner, Stepan Sarpaniva. He's a nice guy. I've emailed and dealt with him many times. He's very responsive. He has excellent customer service, but this particular watch gave him fits. We finally have it working. It's been working now for about a year. It's working beautifully. It keeps really good time. The moon phase is spot on. It's really easy to set, which is very unusual for a moon phase. And it's a lovely dress style watch. It's very thin for an automatic moon phase. And I love the strap. It's a very nice alligator gray strap. The whole watch is very, very pretty and very, very striking. But and I'm very happy to have it. But I got to tell you, for a while there, boy, another moon phase watch that I own is a Dewitt. Not a very well-known company, but they make a very, very nice watch. This one is a full titanium watch with moon phase. The 2 pearls rotate, and you set those with a pusher, which is there. See the pusher right there? And it's partially skeletonized. 2-hander. There's no second hand. The bad part about this watch, the only gripe I have with this watch is obviously if you're not within this phase of the watch or you're not on an indice, dead on, like 30-minute or 45-minute. It's really hard to know what, if you have the watch set correctly. But that's a minor gripe. Nice watch, though. I have an Arnold Son. Big watch. This one is what, 47, 48 millimeter. This is, I think, the biggest watch I own in terms of diameter. Again, moon phase watch, set with a pusher right there. Date window, way too small date window in my humble opinion. And what you have in here is you have actual little pictures of the moon. And as the moon runs around its phase, you'd see less and less of the moon picture going this way, and then more and more coming this way. And at full moon, you see like a full picture of the cratered face of the moon. You have little constellations there, Big Dipper, Little Dipper. I believe that's Cassiopeia. Just wonderful little details all around. Picture of the moon on the back. Just wonderful, wonderful little details all around. Very nice watch. A little big for a dress watch, but really nice. I have my Und Jr. This is a very unusual moon phase style watch. There's the moon phase right there. The date tracker, these little dots right there. Sun disk, little indices. This watch is, if you go onto their website and if you pull up the original video I did of this watch, the detail video, I have the link to that website. Everything in this watch is customizable. Everything. I mean, dial, color, the disc underneath the date indicator for, this one happens to be orange. Move the hand so you can see that. Movement hacks, as you can see. You can see there's a dot at the 3 o'clock for the orange. Yeah, the orange, not 3 o'clock, sorry. Start over. At the third indicator, this is November 3rd when I'm making this video, the little orange dot there indicates date. As the moon rotates around like this, obviously down here at the 15th of the month, roughly, or the bottom of the indicator indicates full moon. And as the moon travels up, you see less and less of that disk. Now, that disk is customizable. The moon disk is customizable. The sun disk is customizable. Each individual hand can be a different color. The indices can be a different color. Everything can be customized and made a different color simply by moving through their website and picking the colors that you want. So, this one happens to be titanium, but you can do different case materials. You can do different strap materials and colors. I put this one on a collar leather strap because the strap that it came with was actually too small for my wrist, so I had to come up with a different strap so I could wear it. Very, very highly custom. Probably the most customizable watch in the market, as far as I know, anyway. So just a great little watch. Really enjoy owning that one. And over here I have my Tudors. I have I have two rather unusual Tudors. This is one of them. This is a Tudor Prince. Somewhat older version of the Tudor Prince chronograph. It does have the pushers are screwed down as well as the crown so that they can be made watertight. There you go. Takes a heavy click to make that chrono go. Start and stop and fly back reset. Very nice watch. Stainless steel. A bit on the small side for me, but it's the same size as a Daytona, which is about 41 millimeter. But these pusher screw downs they take a while. And this one doesn't want to. Oh, wait, I got it. There we go. I did it! Yay! Definitely an older watch. You can tell from the stamped clasp. They don't really do that anymore. I think this is probably a 90s vintage watch. I'd have to look that up. I don't remember. It's in great shape. I'm not the original owner, obviously, but everything is in great shape. Either the watch was gently worn or was restored very well. But nice little Tudor chronograph. I have another Tudor chronograph. This is my Tudor Heritage chrono. I call it the Gator chrono. Obviously, the orange, little hints of orange in the watch and the inner track on the chrono second hand, and so on. And obviously the blue, again with the screw down chrono pushers. I put this one also on a Collareb strap. There's a story behind why this is on a Collareb strap. If you want to hear the story, you can find the original video for this watch. It involves a watch selling company which didn't impress me very much. Bidirectional 12-hour bezel. Solid. I mean, it doesn't click, but there is a detent there that you can feel, and it's really a nice watch. I wear this on game days occasionally, for the Florida Gators. No, I'm not a Mets fan. Don't ask me. People ask me, you have a lot of orange and blue. Are you a Mets fan? No, I'm not a Mets fan. I don't even like baseball that much. And finally, in this grouping, one of my favorite watches, one I'd say definitely top 5, top 3 maybe, is my Tudor Pelagos. This is the full titanium watch with the matte blue finish, with the matte blue bezel insert, and the wonderfully crisp, vocal, smooth bezel action. One of the best in the industry. Of course, I mean, they're using Rolex designs. How could you expect anything less? I even don't mind all the scripting on the bottom. I find that I find that to be a problem. And of course, the typical Tudor snowflake hands. This is just an overall beautiful package, with the spring-loaded die bezel, which I can demonstrate here. You can see it's got 3 detents in the 1, 2, 3, and then it's got a spring-loaded for over a wetsuit, and obviously if you release it, that's maximum and that's minimum. And I had it set there. I probably won't when I put it on again, but it's a very unusual bracelet, but it works really, really well. And the bracelet, of course, full titanium, very comfortable. Very comfortable watch to wear overall. You would never know that you're wearing it. It's so lightweight, but just a beautiful watch. Anyway, that concludes video number 3 of my State of the Collection for late 2020, November 2020. The next 3 videos are going to be on a single brand. That would be Zelos. I don't think it's a big surprise to anyone out there in the watch world that knows me and knows my videos. I am a ridiculously heavy Zelos fan. But I wanted to get these watches reviewed for you first, the state of the collection, non-Zelos out of the way first, and the next 3 will be all Zelos. So I hope you will stick around and enjoy those videos. If you enjoyed this video, however, I would appreciate a thumbs up. The thumbs up, the like button, whatever you want to call it, does help the channel. It does make the channel more searchable according to the YouTube algorithms. And the more likes a video has in a search, the more likely that video will rise to the top of that search. So it does help me out. Comments, questions, and suggestions down below. I do read them all. I do respond to them all. However, if you're going to be a troll, if you're going to be nasty, or you're going to post links to idiotic dark web websites that get my viewers in trouble, I will delete the post so nobody sees that, and then I will block you so that nobody sees you. If you are new to the channel, of course, welcome to my channel. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you found me. Feel free to watch as many videos as you want. Watch them all if you want. When you leave, please click the subscribe button. And when you do, click the bell icon so that when I am uploading new content, which I do as regularly as I can, you will be alerted to that. Or when I go live and do live streams, which I do every Wednesday afternoon at noon Eastern Time, or when the mood strikes me during the rest of the week, you will be alerted to that as well. I want everyone to stay safe, stay healthy, stay well out there, and I will see you soon.